Hi there, my name is Heidi Bergoglio, committee chair from Cub Scouts Pact 55 in Great Falls, and we have gotten to installation day in Jimmy's Eagle Scout project. So we are going to do that. The bees were just picked up from the post office. There was a notice delivered to the door. Jimmy went over to the post office and they had the bees in a safe, cool place. The U.S. Postal Service is quite accustomed to taking lots of agricultural products. They get honeybees and chicks and things like that, so they're very, very used to it and very, very good at it. So we have here 2 3-pound packages of bees, and each package comes with a naturally mated queen. So this is how they were shipped. They have the bracing bar. The goal is to make it so that there is as little shaking and disruptive to the balls of bees as possible. So we're gonna take these 2 packages apart and get them set up for each of our separate top bar frames in just a minute. One of our last sessions, we talked about the various calming agents that we use to help our bees and help the beekeepers. And one of the things that we're going to do today to make our installation as easy and low stress as possible for us and the bees is we're just going to use sugar syrup. This is organic agave nectar mixed 1-to-1 with just water, and picked up a brand new clean, this is an oil sprayer. You don't have to have anything this fancy. The key is that there's never been any other chemical inside that could potentially contaminate the syrup that you are offering your bees. And then what we want to do is we'll just start spraying from the outside. And what this does is it gets our honeybees covered in a sweet syrupy water that's similar to the nectar that they would want to work to typically collect off of plants. And so by offering them an alternative of food, since they've been shipped with this can of syrup in here, we're giving them food, we're giving them something productive to do, and we're kind of sending the message that there's nothing here to worry about, and they can just go about their business of finding their new home and getting set up. So that is the sugar syrup spray that we're using to calm our bees. We had the 2 packages connected together, and we removed those stabilizing bars. And now what we're gonna do in preparation for installing this 3-pound package into this top bar hive is we are going to prepare the hive. Then we're going to open the lid that covers the syrup can that's inside. We'll remove that syrup can and we'll place it actually inside of the hive as a temporary food offering while the bees are getting their home set up. And then we'll put some little wood struts under there, and then I'll show you how to properly install your queen. We'll look at the queen cage together. So I'm gonna get the hive ready so that once I get the box open and the can and everything out, so that I can move more quickly so that we can get the bees transferred efficiently as possible without me talking a bunch. So I'll do that now. Before we get started opening up the packages of bees, I want to address a couple of safety issues. Different beekeepers make different decisions, again, about the calming agents that they use, and one of those things that some beekeepers like to use is veils or masks or things of that nature. I don't choose to use those items. I'm not particularly concerned about it. I've been stung by bees plenty of times and I don't worry too much. What I do, though, have concerns about is I keep my hair pulled back and pinned in such a way that I won't end up accidentally entangling bees into my hair, and therefore the bees and I having a confusing situation where they end up somewhere they don't want to be. I'm nervous because they're in my hair, and then the inspection goes awry. So I keep my hair up and pinned back. The other thing that beekeepers do not ever have when they are participating in an inspection is rings on their fingers. If you get stung in the finger, and you have a ring in that finger, even if it's adjacent to the fingers that were stung, you have the potential of putting yourself in a situation where you could potentially lose a finger from the swelling very quickly. So rings are not something to be worn into the apiary. It doesn't matter if you've been married 50 years and you've never taken it off. If you feel that strongly about it, it could really be a very dangerous situation for you. So highly advocate that you heed my warnings seriously. I've seen beekeepers with missing fingers before, and it's no kidding. So what we are going to do now is we have our top bar hive set up such that the cavity that we are going to invite our new 3-pound package of bees to move into is ready and prepared for them. I have a small block of beeswax that I'm going to use to prop up the remainder of the syrup can that they are traveling with. And then here at the front of the hive, I have our entrance reducer dialed down to just a vent so that air can come in and out of the hive, but we will be coming back in about 48 hours to check on our queen cage, and we want to make sure that until the queen is released into the colony, the worker bees are not encouraged to abscond from their new homes. So we'll just dial that down to where they have a vent, and we've prepared the amount of space that we're going to offer. And our next step is actually opening our 3-pound package. So when I have the 3-pound package open, the most important thing to remember is there is no hurry. The bees are going to follow the pheromone of the queen that they have been traveling with. She's in a cage, and I'm going to show you how to handle the cage so that your queen can be safely released into the population. But once we get started, we just want to keep ourselves very calm and tranquil and not do anything that indicates that we feel rushed or nervous. We'll just take deep breaths. So let's get started.